Welcome traders to this educational video of Nifty Analysis, episode number 41. In my previous educational video, I had clearly shared that the ongoing bearish Nifty move was going on. I'll just share with you on the daily chart. I think I had posted the video most probably on 23rd Jan, which was a weekend after these two red days, and then we could see the market coming down in the next 4 days. And the probable level to be tested on the downside was 14,000 levels and 13,780. Both these levels were tested, and after that I clearly mentioned that I will wait for a while what happens on the budget day, because mostly what I believe is to give a lot of predictions on budget days is absolutely useless, because even my analysis can go wrong, and so many other analysts would be there who might have made money, some would have lost money, and possibly someone's analysis could have wrong and right on the same day. Thankful to today's move that it has been one-sided up move, but otherwise on important event days anything can happen. And I also shared one tweet before I would dig deeper into this particular video. I'll just share what I had told about today's event day. This is my Twitter profile, and if you can check over here, I had clearly shared that budget day is a big event which affects market prices a lot. Many times the market gives wild swings up and down. This is what I have generally experienced throughout my trading career of 14 years. No matter how much we analyze, the market will do what it wants to do, correct? So most important thing is managing risk. We'll have three options. First is trade with full quantity. Whatever quantity you are trading in normal scenarios, you can trade with that. You will get high risk and high return scenario. Number two scenario is you trade with 50% less quantity, which is about managing your position sizing, managing your risk. You might make lesser money, but your risk also will be reduced. And in third, you can possibly totally avoid trading on a budget day, because anything can happen. Thankfully today nothing went wrong and market was just one-sided up, gave one-sided up move. All right, so let's now start with the educational video, and today's topic is, has the market really bottomed out in the short term? Because in my last video I had clearly mentioned that I'm not expecting a very big down move. Whatever I was expecting on the downside was purely only short term downside levels. I had clearly mentioned that in my previous video. You can go and check it out. All right, so now this is the monthly time frame. I cannot see much commenting in this monthly time frame, except the previous month had an inverted hammer, which clearly means the level somewhere around 14,700, 14,800 levels is a clear level where a lot of selling pressure is coming up, and overall trend is still up because the prices are still above this 50-month simple moving averages. As of now, nothing much to mention in the MACD and RSI. All right, let's go to the lower time frame chart, which is the weekly time frame. Now something did click in the weekly time frame, and that is a very big trend line support. I think this is the trend line which has helped Nifty to bounce back. You can see this is the first point which got tested. This is the second. This is slight, it has touched or maybe not, but you can see very clearly the bottom has not been able to surpass this particular trend line. And today is the fourth point. You can see a clear cut bounce back from this point. Although yes, the candle is yet to be closed. We still have 4 days of this week to be completed, but nevertheless we can clearly see there is a bounce. One more thing which I can see is possibly this MACD is getting squeezed, so we'll have to check on that. Generally when a squeeze happens in MACD and a upside move happens, it generally happens very fast. And if I want to comment something on that, is I can just open up this particular indicator ATR. If you can see very clearly, since last few days when market was coming down, the true range, average true range of the price was going up. This is a clear sign that the volatility has gone up rather than coming down. All right, so one thing is for sure that if this up move comes up, it will be extremely fast. It will not be very slow. And this particular candlestick pattern which has come up over here is a very strange one. Whenever in my experience of last 14 years, this sort of candlestick pattern appears when the open is above the close of the previous day and it closes much higher than the previous day's high. Generally, I've seen this is a scenario where the short, everyone possibly in the market was having a bearish mind frame and suddenly there is a short squeeze and the market goes up tremendously. It happens with a very good speed basically. And RSI has bounced back. MACD has not gone with a positive crossover. I can understand that because it is a slow indicator. It takes time. Now, the $1,000,000 question is that is market bottomed out at this particular point, because we can see the price is 14,281 right now. My answer is no, because for me, 14,350, even on my Twitter handle, I had clearly mentioned that anywhere between, I'll just show you that particular tweet so you will understand. I had clearly mentioned during market hours, and I was actually waiting for today's market close so then I could make a video and share with all of you. I had clearly mentioned this, that Nifty seems to be celebrating today's budget. Any up move till 14,100 or even till 14,350 is a mere pullback. Anything beyond that would mean that the prior trend, which was the primary trend, the primary trend which was up, has resumed. So basically, according to my analysis, what I'm trying to say is till the level 14,350, I will just take it as this is just a pullback. But once if we see prices closing above, I would say 14,400 or even 14,440, you can take the level of 14,440. If the prices close above this particular level, sustain for a couple of days, yes, then possibly we are back in business and we could expect the levels of 14,460, 14,600 levels, 14,800 levels, and possibly even 15,000 levels. Now, in case if this short squeeze is extremely big, which I'm not expecting as of now, I don't feel markets could go up till 15,000 or more than 15,000 levels. But at times, you know what can happen, just like today, market just took a U-turn in a single day, correct? So it could happen when market could test 15,000 level. By that point of time, the entire sentiment in the market would be different. And I believe in the market, there are only two things which are important. That is liquidity, which is market driven. And second thing is the sentiment. So the sentiment is extremely positive. And if we see 15,000 levels being surpassed and again the prices sustain above that for a couple of days, we could also expect 15,400 levels, which is much far from here. All right. And one thing, be very clear about your trades, that today's volatility in today's trading session, especially the volatility has gone up a lot. So in coming days, if you have trades in your trading system, be very, very careful. Continue deploy 50% less than average, because I'm going to do the same, because the volatility has gone up. In case even if I make money and even if I'm deploying less than the normal quantity which I normally do, I'll still possibly make the same amount of return which I can make with normal deploying rate. All right. So consider this very, very important in next few days. And in my next video, I'll try to share something even more interesting. Share this video with some of your fellow traders. They might find it useful. And also, please let me know by your comments below, how did you feel about this particular video? Till then, trade well, trade wisely.